Bishop Robert Mutsaerts has spent years watching the SSPX situation from a unique vantage point. As auxiliary bishop of s-Hertogenbosch in the Netherlands, he's close enough to feel the tensions, far enough to see the bigger picture. And on March 10, he finally spoke up. His conclusion? Bishop Athanasius Schneider's argument that any excommunication of the SSPX would be invalid is based more on wishful thinking than on legitimacy. What makes Mutsaerts' intervention noteworthy isn't just his alignment with Cardinals Müller and Sarah, it's his honesty about the gray areas. He acknowledges what Rome rarely admits. The SSPX has received significant concessions over the years. Pope Francis granted them jurisdiction for confessions and marriages. Official documents describe them as not fully outside the Church, merely canonically irregular. At the same time, Mutsaerts won't look away from reality. The SSPX has a parallel hierarchy, he notes. They perform ordinations without jurisdiction, and they often ignore local bishops. This is the uncomfortable truth that Schneider's good intentions argument doesn't fully address. Whatever the society professes about unity, their actions create structures that look, feel, and function like a separate ecclesial body. Bishop Eleganti put it more sharply in recent comments. To declare a questionable intention doesn't help. It's a way, saying that they don't intend schism, to deceive people about the objective schismatic nature of such an act of disobedience. The distinction matters. Canon law doesn't just punish bad intentions, it recognizes that some acts are objectively destructive of unity, regardless of what the actors claim to feel. As Eleganti argues, it's not about what they claim or declare, but about the facts they create. Cardinal Sarah pushes deeper. We are told that this decision to disobey the law of the Church is motivated by the supreme law of the salvation of souls. But salvation is Christ, and he gives himself only in the Church. Mutsaerts raises something the other prelates haven't addressed. He proposes a possible solution, a personal prelature similar to Opus Dei, allowing the SSPX to remain relatively independent while fully under papal authority. But he also names the risk for Rome. If the Vatican allows these consecrations to proceed without consequences, that would seriously undermine the primacy of the Pope. Future groups could claim emergency and act without mandate, citing the SSPX as precedent. The irony is that both sides have legitimate concerns. The SSPX genuinely needs bishops to serve their faithful. Rome genuinely needs to protect papal primacy. And ordinary Catholics are caught in the middle, watching shepherds argue while souls hunger. Mutsaerts suggests that the Vatican's own documents already provide a framework. The SSPX is not declared schismatic, but it lacks canonical mission. That nuanced language, preserving communion while acknowledging irregularity, may be the only way forward. But July 1 is approaching, and as Cardinal Sarah asked, with anguish that transcends canonical arguments, how many souls risk being lost because of this new rupture?